Good afternoon from Bobblehead Homestead. I'm Jeff. Today is Tuesday. It's like 82 degrees, very sunny, slight breeze that feels good when it does come through. I tried to film this segment on Sunday, but I was just too tired and it didn't make any sense. So let's see, let's do a recap. Yeah, I went to the Shindig with Drew from Dutch Creek Cabin. So he met me up here at my place, and yeah, it kind of took him a lot longer to get here than he thought because he had to drive over the foggy mountaintop. You know, you don't expect fog. How do you plan ahead for fog? And he's got to drive through the Ouachita National Forest over the mountains on a dirt road in the dark in the fog. So that took longer. So we got there about 10 o'clock, about an hour late, and man, it was packed at that time. I think everybody came early. So yeah, when stuff is on, you know, people selling stuff, you got to get there early before they sell out of it, I guess. So anyway, we got there at 10. I never even finished setting up my booth. Never even finished. There was just a line of people right from the get-go, and wow. What else can I say? There was a sign-in at the door, and they said that 690 people signed in. So you know there was a lot more than that. Probably over 800, probably 1,000 people at least. And that, well, 690 signed in. What about their? I didn't sign in. I think Horticulture Geek signed me in. Anyway, it was a very big, well-tended event. Roots and Refuge Farm and VW Family Farm did an incredible job throwing that together, and it was just wonderful. My booth, well, the baby chicks were sold before I even got there, thanks to a subscriber. Yeah, she's in the comments. Rachel and her husband Tyler, Farmstead Dreaming. I noticed the name change, so I'm wondering if there's a channel coming in the future. I'd love to see those baby chicks, what they look like when they get older. Yeah, so the baby chicks were already sold, and you know, looking forward to next year, I'll have a ton more baby chicks available. And then all of my luffas sold out very quickly. So the luffas were popular, and I sold out of the tithonia Mexican sunflowers. I had 2 left. At the very end of the day, people were tearing down before 5 o'clock because the rains were coming, and I had 2 tithonia left that I was just going to sit there for whoever to grab. And a young couple came by and said, "Oh, Bobblehead Homestead," and wow. So yeah, they got my last 2 tithonia, so I sold all my plant starts. That was wonderful. In fact, that couple that got the last 2 tithonia, they have a channel that I just came across. Maybe they'll start doing more videos, I don't know. Something about a goat. Goats being greatest of all time. Something about a goat. I'll put a link up there and one down below. But they're in West Virginia on like 21 acres, so they haven't started making videos about that kind of stuff, but looks cool in any event. Oh man, I just met everybody there. Well, you saw my last video. There were like 35 channels that I got to put my camera in their face, and there were a lot more channels that were there that I didn't catch up with. So I'm betting there were well over 50 YouTube channels that showed up at the Shindig, and what a wonderful time. And I met so many local people around here. Oh man. I'll get to that in here. No, I'll do it right now. Let's take a look at some of the stuff I got. I won this pillow, and I never did figure out who was the one who provided it. They went to every booth and asked, "Hey, do you want to donate something to give away?" And I donated some tithonia plants, but I was just, I was probably talking to somebody. All of a sudden, I heard my name over the loudspeaker, and Ben Vincent's up there, and he's saying, "Hey, Jeff, you want to win something?" Sure, I want to win something. So yeah, this is a very cool pillow with a fox design. I love the coloring on this. So this will be a very fine addition to my cabin once I get it. So thank you. And if you know who it was that donated this pillow, let me know so I can so I know. All right, and then this next one. Wow, look at this. And where's he at? That looks like a Welsomer rooster, so very thoughtful. This one looks like Vicki Lawrence, yeah. And then the baby chicks. And this is a reflective sign, so it's made for like going underneath the mailbox. And so like at night when somebody's lights hit this thing, it'll be reflective, and just very cool. This was a gift from Bob and Melissa Vlogspot. Bob and Melissa Vlogspot up in Illinois. So please go subscribe, have a look at their channel, and yeah, this was just very, very cool. No idea how they make these things or what, but this is very cool. And then this one, so this was from my former state of Illinois. And then I got this sign, you know, from my new state of Arkansas, making me feel welcome. This is from Ann and Andy's Homestead. Have a look. They're getting started on with their YouTube channel. He does a lot of woodworking, and they had a booth with just beautiful pieces of artwork and signs, and yeah, so have a look at Ann and Andy's Homestead. They're not far. I haven't been here very long, but we drive by some of the same places all the time. But this is just gorgeous. Cedar, and you know, I don't know. I just don't know what to say. So incredible. So have a look at those two channels. And I also got this gift while I was there, but I didn't open it until just now because I haven't even unloaded my truck yet. Okay, somebody just stopped by at my booth and gave me a gift, and cool. This is very cool. This is, I believe this is chili. Let's pull it out. According to the note, someone local here, and they've offered to come and help out with a project. And what do we have? Oh yeah, this is white chicken chili. Boy, just heat it and serve. I'm good at that. Thank you so much. And hopefully, you know, local people will get together more often than just once a year. So thanks for the chili, and I'll hang on to this. And then somebody asked me if I bought anything, and well, I didn't buy these. These are some spiced apples, and somebody asked, hey, I'll trade you some spiced apples for some of your plant starts. Sure. Hey, if you ever want to barter with me for chickens or whatever I might have available, I am always open to barter. So, you know, I'm cool like that. If you've got something yummy like spiced apples and you got a few extra you canned up, and hey, you want some hatching eggs, I'm all game. So this was very appreciated. I can't wait to dig into these spiced apples. In fact, I'm thinking dump cake. And then as far as did I buy anything, which I promptly dropped and broke it on as soon as I got home. But yeah, I had to buy a couple birdhouses. That yeah, this is, you know, function over form, and so I appreciate that. The birds don't care what a birdhouse looks like, or you know, how many intricacies it has and stuff like that. A bird doesn't care. They just want a nesting spot. So, yep, I picked up a couple of birdhouses, promptly dropped one and broke it. But now I can see how it's built for re-engineering. Go away, wasps. This is a birdhouse, not a wasp house. Man, the wasps are everywhere around here. So yeah, that was my haul. That was the only thing I bought, unfortunately. Maybe next year I'll sell more and buy more. I didn't even, a lot of the booths had already sold out by the time I got to walk around in the afternoon, so good for them. And there was all kinds of stuff there. The booth next to me came over from Oklahoma, and they had all kinds of handmade spoons and woodworking, And then also they have goats, so they had goat milk soaps, and yeah, they were really cool. Well, you saw the video. So anyway, yeah, there was that. So I sold all my plant starts, and the baby chicks were already sold. The hatching eggs, I sold about half of my hatching eggs, which yeah, I had no idea if, but I got some of them are going to Long Island, New York. I hope they make the trip. That would be so cool. Spreading my olive egg genetics off to the far corners of America. And then some more of the hatching eggs were going to Texas, a table full in the woods. I'm probably going to run out of cards, so I'll try to put links below. But yeah, a table full in the woods, a family. They're there in Texas. They're living tiny and doing the homesteading thing. And yeah, oh man, I just met so many new channels also. Speaking of my plant starts and hatching eggs, Homestead Homemaker, I was glad to meet them at the Shindig. They're not far from me here in Arkansas. They already have a video out with my plant starts and hatching eggs. They're gonna do 6 of the hatching eggs, and they've got some of the luffa and the tithonia, and that was just so cool to see that. So please have a look at Homestead Homemaker. Searching Sabrina, that was so great to meet them in person, and the Haskins family vlog, that was great. Well, we were chatting, and so we said, well, hey, if Roots of Refuge Farm and VW Family Farm isn't going to do this next year, we are. So I'm glad Roots and Refuge and VW Family Farm are doing it again next year, because you wouldn't want me in charge of it. I live too far away. Oh, what else? Oh, just so many channels, so many good good people there, and I got to meet like Big Bear Homestead. I've been watching them for back when I was Peoria dude, and Full House Homesteaders with Homestead Mama. There goes a crow. I had to check to make sure it wasn't a hawk checking out my chickens. Yeah, just an incredible day. T-shirts, we didn't sell many t-shirts. Never got the booth set up, and I never pushed a t-shirt on anybody. You know, we didn't even have any sitting out for people to see that we had them available. Or you live and you learn. But hopefully, I think Drew had a blast anyway, so even without selling a ton of t-shirts for him. Oh, what else can I say? I don't know. I really enjoyed the format. I thought the vendors and the music, you know, there are all kinds of other conferences to go to where they have speakers and educational seminars and all that stuff, and I just thought this one was, you know, they all don't have to be the same, and I really like the format of this one, more casual, more laid back, and the music was, it was right there. They're going to need a bigger space for next year, and it did get kind of loud in there at times. My voice is already, I could barely even talk on yesterday, and it's already going again today. But yeah, it did get kind of loud, so I don't know. I think everything was wonderful, so I wouldn't change a thing except the cheesecake. We need to have a cheesecake contest next year for Ben Vinson and Jason from Big Bear and Maya from Roots and Refuge. Those 3 need to be the judges, because they need all the cheesecake. That's just all there is to it. That reminds me, I did the two family homestead. What a great service they provide when they go to these events and set up their web cameras, and they, you know, webcast them all day long. So right at the 5-hour mark, I got onto their live stream, if you want to check that out. And then I don't know what I'm doing with live streams, but a few minutes later, Natalie from Hey It's a Good Life, I'll put a link below, she sat down. So she came from California, and it's just I just thought that's funny. We'd never met in person before, you know, and so we just sit down and have a conversation, like, you know, she knows what's going on with my chickens and my daffodils, and I know what's going on with her raised beds and getting to a new property. And so, you know, the YouTube is just kind of like that. It makes for fast friends sometimes. So that was really cool sitting down with her. And then last night, VW Family Farm was on the 2 Family Homestead live show links. and Daryl goaded me into calling in. So yeah, I called in and had a little chat on their live show last night. I got to do that live show one of these days. I've got a webcam now. Now I just got to figure out Skype and all that other stuff. See, I'm still kind of going on adrenaline. Man, that's one thing, is that I stood up almost all day long. I paid for it big time. I'm still paying for it big time. But, you know, a couple of years ago, something like that, I would have said, no, I can't do that. I wouldn't have gone. I just wouldn't have gone. And so, yeah, the fresh sun, getting outside, being active, even if it's only 15, half an hour, maybe an hour a day, it has done wonders for me since I've been here. Because, yeah, a couple of years ago, I would have looked at that event and said, nope, I can't do that. But now I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And hey, if nothing else, I'll just go out in the truck and take a nap. But I had so much adrenaline from meeting so many people that it didn't even bother me that day. But I'm paying for it now. I'm not complaining. All right, what else can I tell you? I don't know. I'm going to be prepared for next year. I think I made a couple $100 off the plant starts and stuff, so that was definitely well worth the trip for me. And I like that I had different plants than other people that were selling plants. So I think that was that worked out to sell what I know. The lufas looked really good. The tithonia, I'd left them out the night before and they were a little wilty. So those didn't look all that great, but they'll grow just fine. Trust me. I hope to see some. I know Searching Sabrina, they're gonna plant one of those, and hopefully they'll do a video of that so I can see it. All right, I'm gonna end up talking all day long about the Shindig, but it was a great time, and just yeah, like I said, over 50 YouTube channels were there. And if I missed you, I'm sorry about that. I was trying to talk to everybody, and man, I'm just you get me going talking, and I keep talking and talking, and so maybe I didn't manage my time as wisely enough. But yeah, track me down, say, hey, I watch your videos, I comment, and make me talk to you. I will. You won't even have to make me. Just stand there. Oh, what else can I talk about? I don't even know. All right, take her easy, everybody.